everyone, welcome my Mahjong friends. So glad you can join me this evening. We had some storms pass through, but I think they're gone now. Some severe thunderstorms in New Jersey, but I think we're safe. So I hopefully won't lose any electricity or anything. But I'm glad to be here tonight to share with you some thoughts I have, and we're going to get right into it. So I wanted to talk to you about your mindset. I've been teaching for over 10 years now, and it has to be close to, I'm going to say, like 1,200 people I've taught Mahjong to. And there has been some selected people that I don't know if I can change their thoughts or I can help you in your thoughts, but there has been some selected people, I think, that kind of like are forcing the issue with the game and trying to find a particular hand to play. And if you've been following me over the last year and how I play, I never pick a hand on the onset of when I get my deal of my tiles. So we're going to go through that and talk about that a little bit tonight and hopefully help some people out in some thought process on how to pick a hand. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Nancy. Hopefully, Nancy, you can hear us. It starts at 6:30 always. We are going to talk about chaos. So the lovely Julia Roberts made a quote one time, and I think it's probably in Mahjong one of the quotes that's always said, and she had said, Mahjong is to create order out of chaos based on random drawing of tiles. It's more of your mindset when you look at your tiles. So we want to also try to control the chaos, right? We're always trying to be in control. So we're always going to try to look at our hands and try to see some organization. Usually what happens is you're looking at your tiles and you're like, oh, it's complete chaos, and you give up and you're not really sure where to play. And then your mind starts going a little crazy, and then you're very indecisive of where to play. And most people spend way too much time trying to decide where to play. You have no idea what tiles you're going to get in the Charleston, nor are you what you're going to pick. So your first pass is in the Charleston is to the right. You should try to focus your thoughts on all these tiles. What are the least 3 tiles that would go together? And again, some of the frustration is you really don't know the card. So check out my Learn the Card video, or you can buy my worksheets. But anyway, and you're trying to focus on a hand most of the time. And so that causes frustration because you're not getting the tiles. And then you're missing out on opportunities to maybe switch your hand. So what I teach is when you really don't know the card, you start all the way on the left-hand side and you try to say, where do most of my tiles fit? And you start out with 20, 23. Well, maybe you have a 2 and a 3, and that's all. So I don't know that that's a strong category. And you go all the way around the card through the 9 categories. The 10th one is singles and pairs. And typically you don't choose that specific category because in a previous video I talked about singles and pairs, how each of the lines go into a category. So it's an extra line to play in a category. So you're just looking for 3 tiles to pick that don't work, and stop trying to look at the individual lines on the card. That's how you're creating chaos for yourself, because you're like, where can I put this grouping of tiles? Where can I put it? And you keep looking and looking and looking, and you're getting very overwhelmed and confused. And you have to try to look at the bigger picture and look at the headings on the card. Learn the 9 headings. There are 10 because of singles and pairs, but learn the other 9. Then you can eliminate categories that your tiles aren't going to fit in. So that's probably the easiest way to start out, is trying to find, like, as you're going along, okay, we know we can't play here, we can't play here, but I have these 3 categories I can play in, and what one would be the best? It makes me sad to see so many people get so frustrated and waste so much time. So I'm trying to talk about that tonight because I really want you to just kind of ease into it. You have to breathe and take a deep breath. And we'll all take a deep breath right now. I have to take one because I'm very excited right now. So keep the categories in your head and learn them, and try to not make it so chaotic for you, and limit the categories you know you can't play. So you almost could take like the 3M Post-its if you're learning on the computer or you're by yourself, just to practice this. If you get certain tiles, take those 3M Post-its and eliminate some of the categories so you don't have so much clutter or chaos. And then this way you'll get it down to maybe 2 or 3 categories, and then you can pick one category that you think most of your tiles fit into. And that would be the abundance of tiles you have, and keep collecting those tiles for that category that you chose. So let's say we chose 369. In 369, I would be collecting every 369 in addition to flowers and dragons. Now, if I pick a wind or I pick a 2, I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to move on and get rid of them. So I do not look at the hands until I get rid of all of my discards. And that's even through the game. If you see when I play kind of fast because I'm not looking for hands. I'm just trying to collect every 369. The more time you spend looking around the card is when you create chaos. If I'm playing 369, I'm going to try to focus on that until you become a better player and you understand where you can change hands. Trust yourself to pick the best category, and it's not going to be wrong or right because it's just what you see. And when you pick a category, put 3 tiles to the right, pick up your head, and smile to your opponents. I think that they will be shaking in their shoes, wondering what you have in your hand, and you picked 3 tiles so fast. So I have some steps to deactivate the chaos. So again, you have to let tiles go and trust yourself that you know what you're doing. So you want to get in sync with the category, know what tiles you need to collect for that category. I have not mentioned a hand yet, just a category. Things are getting clearer for you as you go along because now you're starting to collect pairs, pungs, and kongs in your 369 category. We're just using that as an example. You want to act on hands when it's clear. So when you have a lot of pungs and kongs and you have most of the pieces of a hand, you can go in and pick a hand where those pairs, pungs, and kongs fit, and then you can start calling. You can, when you feel inspired and know exactly what great hand you have, you can start calling. Most people love the action of Mahjong and call way too early, and then they get stuck in a hand. So if you call and you say to yourself, oh, I'm not sure if I should take it or not, if you have that doubt, you should stop yourself and say, nope, not going to take it. Because when you have that doubt, now the chaos comes in because you're like, oh, I don't know what hand to play. If you do not know what hand to play, you are not calling for anything. Now that you're getting better and better with your hand, you can then start calling when your pungs, kongs, and quints come in. Start calling. So we're up to number 5. It's getting better and better. So if you say to yourself, oh, I need that, then you know exactly what hand you're playing, and you're going to call for that. When you have to know what hand you're playing in order to call. I see so many people calling, and they're like, oh, I want that, because they can make 3. And then I say, what hand are you playing? And they say, oh, I don't know. So don't call until you're absolutely 100% ready and you know exactly what hand you're playing. So when you do call and you don't know, you put up this grouping and now you're going, where can I fit that in? And then here comes the chaos again. So another way to relieve the chaos is always believing things are working out for me. And if you say that often, you will see how positive that has an impact on you, not only in Mahjong, but in life. You can see with each tile that you are making the right decision and getting closer to a winning hand. So I'm just trying to give you some positive feedback for yourself during your game. A lot of times I hear people say, I'm so confused, I don't know what to do. I suggest you stop saying those words, even though it might be really where you are. Just try to take some deep breaths and get rid of that chaos in your head and just say, okay, today I'm not really sure where I should play, but I kind of like the 2, 4, 6, 8 category, and just go with it. A lot of it is just anxiety about trying to have the perfect hand, and we are all perfect in our own way. So just like I mentioned earlier, breathe and get rid of the chaos and just pick a category. This game is supposed to be enjoyable. If it brings you stress, it's not the game for you, or you have to figure out a new way to look at it. I thank everyone for joining me tonight. I wanted to say hi to Ellen, to Stella, and Edna. So glad you guys can join me. We're going to play on I Love Mahj with our positive attitude about not having chaos, and I'm sure the first hand I get is going to be chaos, but we'll get through it, and we're going to take deep breaths tonight, and we're going to talk about the positivity of our hand and what a great way the night's going to be to enjoy Mahjong. If you are on here tonight, or if you're rewatching this, I would love it if you can subscribe. Click subscribe, and then when you subscribe, click the bell for all so that you know when I go live or I post new videos. Tonight we're going to be playing on I Love Mahj. I get a bonus week of 3 weeks for you instead of 2, so an upgraded membership for a trial. And so please go on, and when you go on, even if you're renewing your subscription, I would love if you could put in the code CB, because it's letting them know that I suggested you go ahead and partake in I Love Mahj. And again, this is one of my favorite programs to play on. So we're going to go over, and we're going to go on to I Love Mahj. Oh, hi, Anne. Thanks for joining. It's her first time watching. Yay, Anne. Congratulations. Thanks for finding me. And we have Linda on. She said it's very helpful. Thanks, Linda. And Ellen. Oh, Ellen says she loves my clinic. Thanks, Ellen. I'm glad. Share with your friends. The more you come on here, the more I'll put out for you guys. And if you ever have any suggestions with me, and I would love producing anything that you have been interested or looking for more help with. So currently I'm on I Love Mahj, and you're going to click on Play Game Launch when you go on. And tonight we're playing against bots. Last week we tried to play against live people. Did not work out so well, but that's okay. We still had a live. We're going to try it again next month. I have a couple people who reached out to me that said they would participate. If you want to participate, come on out and email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, which is going to be on the top of your screen in a second. So we're going to game launch with robots, and we're doing intermediate. I did change my picture to the bottom left-hand corner now. It used to be on the top right, but some people were saying they couldn't see the tiles. So let's see how this works with me on the bottom left. I have a beautiful purple pink thing. The Barbie movie's out, and it's also Christmas in July. So I thought we'd go with pink for flamingos for the summertime. I'm going to change my timer to be off because I do chat a lot during it. And so our theme tonight is pretty in pink. It looks a little purple, not so pink, but that's where we're going tonight. We're going to start our game.
First, Charleston.
And the first thing you always do is organize your tiles. You're going to put your flowers first. I usually put my wins to the right, but the program puts it to the left. So it's actually retraining me for the last few, I think I've been doing this quite since last November. So I sometimes even put them to the left now when I play, which is good because you should shift your tiles around a little bit because if you play with the same people all the time. We look at our pairs. We have 8 and 9 in pairs and 1s. Now, 1s and 9s will work together, but they have to, you have to have the numbers all in between. If you don't know the categories, you could start on the left. We could do that real fast tonight. 2023 is not happening. We don't have any 2s or 0s. We have 1, 3. 2, 4, 6, 8. We only have 8s. Any like numbers, we could play 1s with like numbers, but again, your pairs are power, and that's where you're going to focus. Addition hand. With 8s or 9s, 9s are not in the addition hand. 8s are, but we need 4s. In the addition hand, they have to be those numbers only. You can't change them to make new combinations of addition. We can have ones and ones with twos, but we have no flowers. So I don't think we're playing additions. We're not going to play a quint. We only have one joker. Consecutive run, we can play 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, 9, or 5 through 9. So that looks pretty good. We could play a whole grouping of 5 to 9, and we would keep every 5 to 9 because we don't know what tiles we're going to get. We can play odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which is pretty much what we have. The only thing that would not fit in would be the south, the west, and that's it. Everything else is odds. Oh, one of the eights. We would break up the eights. But I'm not sure we're going to do that. Winds and dragons, we only have 2. Not crazy about it, but we could save them and maybe play 7, 8, 9 with east and west or north and south. And then if I was going to do that, I would keep all my wins because you never know what you're going to get. 3, 6, 9 is not going to happen. We don't have any 6s. And singles and pairs, as I said, you're probably just picking one line there and it would go to a category. So I kind of like 7, 8, 9. I could keep the ones. We could get rid of the 1, the 3, and we'll say a south. Now 1 and 3 are next to each other, but I want to keep all the upper numbers here. I could bring back this 3 and put a 1, but then I'm passing 2 1s. You can only do so much with your passes, so we'll start with this. We have more wins, which is lovely, so maybe we'll start keeping wins. I think we passed a south, so maybe we can get some wins together. Let's keep the upper numbers, so let's start whittling away at the 1, 2, and then let's keep all dots. Let's get rid of the 7. Well, we got another west. Well, we got an 8. That's nice. Let's get rid of the 2, the 1, and let's keep east and west, and we can do a run. Now that I'm getting down to my tiles, I have to start whittling away at these tiles, and I think it's best if we just keep east and west, because now I'm trying to pick a hand, and that's the second line. It would be east and west with 7, 8, 9. Now, I don't need this 8. But I want to keep all of this because we don't know what we're going to get in the Charleston, and maybe I'll pick up, I don't know, a pair of 5s, and then maybe I'm playing 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're trying to keep all our options open. This is the first left. I picked up a 1, a 4, and a 1. I'm going to continue because that is not something I'm interested in keeping. I picked up a 5, a 3, and a green. We can get rid of that. We're just looking for dots. And I picked up a 6, a north, and a 7. So we got our north. However, again, we don't need the north because we're just looking for east and west. So I think I'll get rid of the last 3. This is our last right.
Courtesy pass.
And garbage again, so we could get rid of 3. So we did not pick up anything in the last 3 passes of the Charleston. That's okay, we have a pretty nice hand. Now we're into the game. Prioritize your discards, and I'm going to keep the higher numbers and get rid of the 1 first.
1 dot. Flower.
And I do play pretty fast because I guess my thought process is I want to eliminate chaos, and if you play slow, your mind starts wandering on to which hand am I playing, where am I going? I have not looked down at the card since I've talked to you this entire game. Maybe once I did because I wanted to know what line number it was when I said east and west, but I really don't look at the card too much. I'm just trying to collect all dots right now, east and west. I can choose to play just line number 2 in Winds and Dragons, or I will play a consecutive run hand, all one suit or mixed suits, and that's why I kept the 8 and 9. I'm going to get rid of the 4 because that's not an upper number.
Call 6 crack.
We picked up a 5. I'm still just going to keep 8 and 9. I'll get rid of the 5.
5 crack. Call. 2 crack.
Okay, now our person on our left, Agatha, has 3 5s and 4 7s up. What hand can she be playing? I'll let you guys type it in the chat. Let me know what you think the hand Agatha is playing. We got another pair of 9s, so we could play 8 9, 8 9. Let's get rid of this 8 bam.
8 bam. 7 dot.
1 7 dot's gone out.
North.
Somebody want to type in the chat what Agatha's playing? 5 7. Ooh, we got the white. Let's get rid of the 5.
5 dot. 7 dot.
Oh, well, our 7s are going out. There's our first west. I am not ready to call yet because I'm not strong enough. I need my 7 dot. There's already 2 out. If I call for this right now, I would be in a pickle because I would be devastated if a 7 dot went out, and I don't want my hand to do that. So we got a suggestion. Evelyn says line number 1 Agatha could be playing, which is, so Evelyn, it can't be number 1 because Agatha has 3 5 cracks, and line number 1 has to be 4 5 cracks. So it's not number 1. Shirley says line number 2, the second half, 5 7, 7 9. That's a good possibility. Eileen said line number 2. So line number 2, the second half, is probably what they're playing for this west because I don't want to be stuck into it until I get the 7 dot.
6 bam.
North we don't want.
Green. 6 dot. 3 crack.
Oh, we got a joker. So now we have to make a decision. So with the white dragon, with our dots, there's 2 hands we can play in consecutive run. Line number 3, it would be 2 flowers, the numbers 8, 9 with dragons, and we have the soap. We need 1 more. We could play the bottom hand, the concealed hand, and again, we need a pair of 7 dots. I don't like that hand. I think we could probably maybe get rid of our wins. At least we could get rid of 1 west. We can always go back to it if we pick up the 7 dot. It just doesn't seem like that 7 dot's going to work because we already have 2 out. And maybe we can try a different hand. We could even go with 8 9, 8 9, or we could do 9s with dragons. So let's get rid of our first west.
West. Red. Green.
Of course, all the dragons are going to go out because they heard me say I might want to switch over to like numbers.
4 bam. South. West. 8 crack. 2 dot. 3 bam. South. 6 crack. 2 dot. 1 dot. 3 dot. 6 dot.
Nothing's happening. I'm shocked that the other bots haven't called anything.
Bam. 1 crack. 3 bam. 7 dot.
Oh, there's our other 7 dot. Oh, wow. See, that hand blew up. So we can't play east-west with 7, 8, 9. But we now got an 8. So we could play 8, 9, 8, 9. I'm not 100% sure we're playing that, but so we can get rid of our wins now.
West. 5 bam. Flower. Red. 2 dot. 4 bam.
If we get a 7 crack, we got to make sure we exchange. You don't miss out on those joker exchanges. Okay, there's an 8. I believe that's the first 8 to go out. Just double check. So I'm going to put a joker over here because we need our 8s to play 8, 9, 8, 9.
3 bam.
3 dot we don't need.
So.
Okay, there's a white.
6 dot.
1 dot, no good.
Dot. 5 bam. Green. 8 bam.
You can keep the 9, get rid of the east, just in case we switch over to 9s, like numbers.
1 crack. East.
Oh, we got a red. I'm going to get rid of the 7 dot.
7 dot. Green.
Okay, how many green? That's the 3rd green to go out. Oh no, that's the 4th green. We're done. We're not going to play like numbers with dragons, so we could probably start getting rid of our dragons.
8 crack.
8 crack. Let's see how many 8s are out. I think that might be the first one, so we probably could let it go. I think it's the first one. Let's let that go. Well, we got a joker. That was a good choice, because now we can do whatever we want with that joker. Let's get rid of these dragons.
So
I think we're moving into 8, 9, 8, 9. Now, if we play 8, 9, 8, 9, here's an 8. We only need a pung. So we talked about patterns a couple weeks ago, and I put out a video 2 weeks ago, which is all about patterns. Check it out. Just type in the word Mah Jongg Class and patterns, and it'll come up. We have a pung of 8s already, and the pattern is pung, kong, pung, kong. So we do not need these 8 dots. Ellen says 2 8 cracks are out. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that, Ellen. Thank you very much for letting me know. We're doing this as a team. Oh, I see right here. So we're gonna, next 8 crack, we're gonna call. We can move our joker over. We can call for our 9 dots and move our joker over and call for our 9 cracks. This is beautiful to be able, it's called to, what I say is I'm set. I can call for each grouping and not think about it. I need pung, kong, and that's how it's set up. I already have our 8s. We don't have to call for them. So we're going to ignore this. Thanks, Ellen, for letting me know the 2 8 cracks are out.
Flower.
We don't need the east.
5 bam. 2 dot.
Wonder what's going on with Agatha. She hasn't called anything else. I thought she was going to be in on it. We don't need the 2 bam.
Call. 3 crack.
Oh, here we go. Wes is all in.
Red. 9 crack.
Okay, we're going to call for it. Remember I said we're ready to call for everything. So let's call. And we're doing a kong.
Call.
And we're going to get rid of the 9 bam.
9 bam. Mahjong.
Oh, no. And I knew that that's what they were going for. But that's okay. We didn't know if she had it. So we had known she was going for that hand. And I could have got rid of the red dragon, I suppose, but that would only end up delaying the fact that she would have won Mahjong anyway, because I'd have to get rid of that 9 bam at the very least. So anyway, we went from our hand. Let's talk about our hand first, or my hand. I went from Winds and Dragons to Consecutive Run, and to a couple different hands in Consecutive Run, and then settled on 8, 9, 8, 9. Because tiles kept going out, you have to switch. You have to be aware of what tiles are being discarded. So Agatha did win. She had 5, 7, 7, 9 with 3 jokers. We had 3 jokers also, but she had her groupings up right away. And then Wes was playing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that pung, kong in 2 different suits. And Joe was playing 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, isn't this funny? We were all playing the pung, kong pattern. So that's pretty funny. That pattern, as I've mentioned many times, is one of the easier patterns to learn, and you can use jokers anywhere. So that's why it was so nice to set up our hand and be able to call for each grouping. Oh, yeah. So Shirley popped it in probably right before I discarded it. Shirley had said Agatha might want my 9 bam. Yeah, Shirley, I should have got rid of the red dragon. But either way, I probably still would have given her Mahjong, because then it would have been down to the 9 bam, and I wanted to win. And if I really thought she was ready, I would have broke up my hand. But you see, Joe had 2 7 bams and so does she. So that's interesting that she even won because they were battling for the 7 bams. Okay, we're going to start our next game, and let's see where it brings us. So we're all going to take a deep breath and exhale, and we're going to start the new game. We're going to sort by suit, and right away I see a pair of 6s, a pair of 5s, a pair of 2s. So you can play 4, 5, 6 consecutive numbers. I would keep every 4, 5, 6. Or we can play 2, 4, 6, and we don't have an 8. So let's play 4, 5, 6 and keep every 4, 5, 6. So we're going to get rid of an 8. We're going to break up these 2s. And we're going to get rid of a wind. Here's an 8 that I was looking for before, but that's okay. We'll keep going. We're going to get rid of the 3, the west. We can keep the green because we have 5, 6 or 4, 5 with green. And I think I'm going to get rid of the 8 because we're keeping 4, 5, 6. The north, we could play 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, but then that means we're getting rid of our 5s. But we can get rid of the north, the 2, and we could get rid of the east, but I'm going to get rid of the 3. I want to play with my pairs, which is 5 and 6, so I'm going to get rid of the 3. Of course, we got a 3. That's okay. We're going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And we can get rid of the south, the east. Let's keep the 3. And maybe we'll even keep the 2 because there is the fancy hand, 4th one down in consecutive run. And I just looked at my card now. I haven't looked at it prior to this because it's 2, 3, 4. And then it would be 5, 6. So that's using all of our pairs. So let's get rid of, I think we'll get rid of the dragon. This is our second left. We could get rid of the 8, the 3, and the 9. So I kind of picked a hand. I'm kind of excited for that one hand. And as I'm saying that, we just got something different. Let's sort our suit. Let's get rid of the east. We know we don't want that. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. If I had kept that green dragon, we could have played the concealed hand. But again, I want to play with my pairs. So let's get rid of the 2 and the 3. Because we could still play, we could play 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we could play like 4, 5, 6. We're going to get rid of this. I'm working with my pairs.
Courtesy pass.
We picked up a 4. Oh, and now how dreamy. We got the green dragon back. Let's try for the concealed hand. We need 2 flowers. I know we don't have our pairs, but we do have one of each. We have our 6s. We have our 5s. We have our pairs in the middle. We need our 3s and the pairs on the outside. So let's do 3 tiles. So now I'm settling in on the bottom hand. We could even keep this 7 because in case, we get more 7s, and we could do 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to play on all ends until you have to discard. That's funny that the bots got rid of flowers first. Oh, good, a 5. Let's see. Keep chugging away here.
3 crack. 6 dot. North. 8 crack. 1 dot.
If anybody wants me to explain anything a little more or have any questions on my process on how I do this, please type it in the chat. I'd be happy to answer any questions. If anybody has questions about the platform, I Love Mahj, I'd be happy to answer them. Oh, we got a 6.
6 dot. North.
Maybe we're playing 4, 5, 6 with 2 flowers.
2 dot. Call. 6 dot. 2 crack.
Agatha's on a roll tonight.
2 bam. Flower. 8 crack.
Oh boy, 3 flowers are out.
3 crack. 2 crack. 5 crack. Call. 1 dot.
Oh, look at that. Joker, joker. Keep the
Joker
5 crack in
5
mind.
dot.
Shirley, keep me on my toes. If you see if I can exchange, I might
1
forget.
crack.
Oh, green. Lovely.
Dot. East.
So if we get a flower, we're going to try for the concealed hand.
7 crack.
Perfect. So we're going to whittle away at our concealed hand. We need pairs in the middle. Any 3 bams out yet? No 3 bams are out. Any 7 bams? No 7 bams. So let's get rid of, if we keep the 3, we have our 4 and 5. If we keep the 7, we have our 6 and 5. I would rather keep the 3 because then we would have to discard a 6. So let's get rid of the 7.
7 bam. 9 crack. South. East.
Of course, we get a 7.
7 bam.
That's always the way it works.
West. 8 dot. Call. 2 dot. East.
Oh, we got our 6. I don't even think we need that. We could actually switch hands too. We could go to consecutive run with an open hand, and then we can call for things. The third one down, that's 2 flowers, and we can play 5, 6 with green. It'd be terrible to get rid of all these 6s and the 5s. Let's switch to the third one down.
3 bam. Call. 7 bam.
Oh, good thing we did. We would be fighting with Wes for 3s.
1 crack. East.
Oh, now I think I'm switching again. So now I'm going to switch to 2 flowers, line number 5, 2 flowers, 4 4s, 4 5s, and 4 6s. I'm going to get rid of the green.
Green. 1 dot.
Can anybody tell me what hand Wes is playing? He's got a pung of 3s and a kong of 5s.
West. West. 8 crack. 2 crack. 5 dot. 1 crack.
Oh, Shirley, very good. So back to that other hand that I had when I was trying to decide to get rid of 3s or 7s. Thanks, Shirley. That's a great tip. When I was trying to decide to get rid of 3s or 7s, I do think getting rid of the 7 was the best option because, again, we had more 5s and 6s. We had more 6s, actually. Shirley had said even if we kept the 3, we could use jokers because we only needed 3 of them. I'm talking about the closed hand, line number 8. We could have used 3 jokers. We could have used 3 jokers for the 7s also, but we had a lot of 6s and I didn't want to get rid of them. Yeah, thanks for pointing out the joker use. Okay, it's our turn and we just picked a 5. So we're just looking for a 4. So I'm going to get rid of the green. Shirley says she thinks Wes is playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 mixed suits. He could be. So that's the first hand, second half. He also could be playing 3, let's see, 3s and 5s. I was thinking of another hand, but not that. Sorry. 3s and 5s. Yeah, he's probably playing that, Shirley. You're right. Line number 2.
6 crack.
We're 1 away. We need a 4 bam.
6 dot.
It'd be delightful if we did this. Oh, we got our 3 bam that we were looking for earlier, but we could do a joker exchange, ladies and gentlemen, and we have Mahjong. Very nice. So that is why you have to watch where the jokers are because we have just won Mahjong by doing that. So that is a self-pick.
Mahjong.
So let's look at everyone else. We have Agatha. She was trying for 2, 4, 6, 8. She's missing a lot here, but she was on her way. Joe was playing 8, 9, 8, 9. He had a nice hand going. If Agatha threw the 8 or the 9, she would have given Joe Mahjong. That's interesting. They're in cahoots. Wes was playing consecutive run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the one I had thought maybe we could play. Was it this game or was it the last game when we were shuffling all our tiles around? But anyway, we ended up with 4, 5, 6. It was so interesting. We just kept moving around. We did the closed hand. We did the top hand. We just kept moving around. We did the third hand. So it's interesting how you have to be a little patient and see how the hands go. 3 and 5's up. That's what he had. 3 and 5's up. So we had thought he was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but he was actually playing consecutive run line 4. Okay, we're going to move on. One win for us tonight. Sort by suit. And we have 9s, and that is it. We have 3s. We could play 3, 6, 9. We could play dragons and winds. And we have 7 and 8. I'm tempted to want to keep the upper numbers like 7, 8, 9. So if I got rid of my 3s, that would be terrible. You keep the 3s. I don't, you know what? You have to play for yourself first. And yes, this might be a terrible pass, but I want to play for me. We're not probably going to play the dragons because if we're going to play a bunch of numbers in consecutive run, there's only 2 dragon hands. It's line number 3 and the closed hand, and it has to be matching dragons. So we're probably not going to use the dragons unless we go over to Winds and Dragons, which we could try because I'd not played Winds and Dragons with dragons. We could try that. We could get line number 3 or line number 6. Let's try that too. So let's do 7, 8, 9. Get rid of this 7. See what we got. We picked up an 8 and a 6 and an east. So we can get rid of the 7, the 8, and the 6 because we want consecutive numbers if we're going to play Winds and Dragons. So let's say stay true to the Winds and Dragons section. Line number 2, you have to have 7, 8, 9. Line number 3, we have East and West with dragons. Line number 6, we're going to have all the winds with 2 sets of dragons. We picked up another 6, a 2, and a 2. That's not going to work. We're going to continue. We have 3, 3, and 5. Those 6s keep going around. Oh, we picked up an East. That's exciting. I don't think in any of the hands I mentioned we use the flower. Yes, I'm going to pass a flower because, again, you think of your hand first. This is a cross. We have to play a cross, so I have to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of the flower because in the 3 hands that I was looking at, there are no flowers. We picked up a north. So now we have to decide, do we want to keep the north? I would not keep the north because on line number 6, that would mean I would get rid of all the easts. And I don't want to get rid of a pung. You know, I think we could play East and West with 7, 8, 9, or East and West with groups of dragons. So let's get rid of the north.
Courtesy pass.
We got back, I think, our original pass with the 3s and 6s. So let's give away 3 tiles and pass this back.
Flower.
We did not pick up anything. But there are 99 tiles left at the table, and you can see how fast we change our hand.
4 bound. 8 crack. 5 crack.
I prioritized my discards. I kept the north in the slim chance that we get a bunch of wins, and I'm just getting red. Now, we're not ready to call for this, although we would only need 3 if we wanted to play that, but that's the first one. And I don't have enough of everything else to decide if that's really where I want to play.
4 bound. So 3 bound. West.
Oh boy.
3 dot.
So let's move this over because we probably need that for our west now.
8 bound. 6 bam. 4 dot. 2 bam. 2 crack. 5 bam. Call. 4 crack.
West got 5s up already.
6 dot. 9 bam. 6 dot. 5 dot. 1 dot.
Gonna keep the green. We're looking for some dragons.
6 dot. 2 bam. 7 crack. 9 crack. 6 crack. South. 2 dot. Call. Green.
Okay, first green went out.
5 dot. North. 8 crack. South.
Well, the winds are going out now.
Crack. 6 crack. 8 bam. South.
Oh, we got an east. Perfect. Let's get rid of the flower. We don't need it.
8 dot. 6 crack.
Oh, yay, we got our reds. And that was perfect. Remember, one red went out, and I said, let's not call it. We know there's another one. I'm not sure we're playing what hand, and now we got our other red. It's looking more and more like we're playing line number 3 with east and west. Let's keep this north then. If we're going to play with winds, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of the 8.
4 dot. 8 dot. 1 dot.
I don't think we're going to use the north, but we could keep it. There's already, yeah, we can't use the north because we need a pair of souths, and there's 3 souths out, so we can't use the north.
4 bam.
Let's get rid of the north.
North. So. 4 bam. 5 crack. 7 crack. Call. 3 dot.
5-7 to west. What's he playing? He's got 3 5s and 3 7s. Pungs of 5s, pungs of 7s.
5 crack. 3 crack. Call. 4 dot. 8 bam.
So he could be playing 5 6 7 8. He could be playing consecutive run. He could be playing 5 7 7 9. Anywhere else?
4 crack. 4 crack. 3 bam. 2 crack.
Oh, Joker, lovely. We could probably use that for our west, right? What's going on? So how many wests are out? I thought 1 went out. Was I missing that? Yeah, 1 went out, 1 west. And no other easts are out. We have them all. So we can call for our west, or we can move it over for the green. There's only 1 green out. We only need 3. So it looks pretty good.
7 dot. 8 bam. Joker swap. 2 bam. North. 3 bam. West.
Okay, should we call for it? I'm going to let this one go. This is only the second one. I don't want somebody, because once you put up an exposure, people already know what you're playing. I think I'm going to let it go. I don't want the Joker to be used for anybody else.
9 dot. 7 dot. 7 dot. 2 crack. 5 bam.
Oh, 3 dot. Maybe he's Agatha's playing like 2 3. Oh well.
3 dot. 9 bam.
That was good. She's not playing that.
9 bam.
Oh, Joker exchange. This is perfect. Now I'm not sweating. I can call for the green dragon. I can call for the west. Looks good.
9 dot. 1 bam. 3 dot. 5 dot.
I just need somebody to discard it.
3 bam. 4 crack. 4 dot. 9 dot. Joker. West.
Okay, we're going to call for a Kong.
1 dot. 7 bam. Joker. 9 bam.
Oh, bummer. Okay, last tile. We're going to get rid of our joker. That's a stinker.
Joker. 7 bam.
Well, we did pretty good, though. We did a good turnaround. It was a wall game. If you can't win, you go and play good defense. At the last tile, instead of throwing this 6 dot, I did throw a joker. There was only one tile left. I didn't think the bots would throw it, but you never know. I mean, they all, Wes had a green, Joe had a green. Yeah, I don't think they would have thrown. They had a priority here. They would have threw the 1s and the 5 before the green. So that's a good game when it's a wall game. So Agatha was playing, she was playing the addition hands. That's a first. I don't think I've seen them do that. She was playing 1 + 1 = 2. Joe was playing 3, 6, 9 with matching dragons to the 6s. That's that knit hand. If you go back and look at the videos, the pattern video, I talked about the knit hand where it's 4, 3, 4, 3, and the suit changes. It's not the suits are next to each other, they change. Wes was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. He was playing Pung Kong, Pung Kong. So he had 3 5s, he needed 4 7s, 3 7s, 4 9s. So we were pretty good. We were up in the coming. So it is a wall game, so we can try one more game here.
First Charleston.
And we're going to sort by suit. Okay. Let's see. We have 2 West. They're giving us wins tonight. Oh, and 5s again. We have 2, 3, 5. We can play 3, 5. 3, 5, 9. We can keep all the low numbers. We can play odds. Let's get rid of 5, 9. I like 2, 3. There's a 4 missing though. Maybe we can keep this. Get rid of the 2 and keep all the odds. Oh, we have 2023. 3, 4, 5. All right, let's get rid of this 2. Picked up a 7 in East. Let's sort it. Let's actually bring this down and let's sort again. We have East and West. We could do 3, 4, 5. We can get rid of the 7, the 4, and the 3. We picked up an East and a West. We could do 3, 4, 5. Let's get rid of this 2. I guess 2s are going around. I probably maybe should have kept the 2. Let's continue. Get rid of these 3. They want us to play wins tonight. They're pushing us with that East and West. We got our 3 back. We can do 4, 6, and 3. Maybe we can play 3, 4, 5, and we can get the 4s. I don't know. They're killing us. This is why when you play wins, it's a toughie. Let's do 3 tiles.
Flower.
We got an East. Got a bunch of 3s. I mean 2s, excuse me, I said 3s. We have a bunch of 2s. Oh, he took the 5.
3 bam.
2, 3. Let's get rid of these 2s. Unless we play 2023 with East and West, but we need 2 flowers. And I don't want to get rid of all these 5s. Let's get rid of the 2s. We could maybe try, well, he took the 5 over here. I was going to say we could even try for a quint. We could do East with 5s.
Flower.
Another 2. We could have did East with 2s.
8 bam. So.
Oh, we're getting all these jokers.
3 crack. Call. 7 bam.
3 and 5. Joe has 3 and 5 up. What's he playing?
6 bam. 4 bam. 3 bam. North. 7 bam. Red.
3 3s and 3 5s. He could be playing 3, 4, 5, 6 in consecutive run.
6 bam. 1 dot. Red.
He could be playing, what could he be playing? 3 and 5 in one suit. I think he's playing 3, 4, 5, 6 in consecutive run.
6 dot. 2 dot. 3 bam.
I was almost thinking we could play 2023 if we got another 2 dot. 1 2 dot just went out. And 1 white.
2 dot.
Ah, there's the other one. I think they actually hear me when I talk.
Call. Green. 7 crack. Call. 6 dot. 6 dot. 7 bam. 1 crack.
Oh, Wes is playing 7s and 7s. Where can 7s and 7s be played?
South.
Shelley, you're saying Joe is playing 1 3 5 7 9, the first line. He would not be because he needs a Kong of 5s.
7 bam.
And Wes is playing 7s and 7s. Where would Wes be playing with 7s and 7s? There's actually 2 hands that he could be playing.
1 dot. North. Red. 2 crack. 8 bam. South.
Ugh, all the winds are going out.
9 crack.
Stinky.
7 crack.
Oh, yay! Maybe we should play the 2023 hand with East and West. Because we can call for East or West. Oh, we need 2 flowers, though. Let's try East and West with 2023. Do we think they're playing anything with flowers? So West is playing 7s and 7s. He can be playing 7 8 7 8 in consecutive run, or he could be playing actually 3 hands. Line number 7 in consecutive run. He could have 4 flowers, 5 6 7 7, or he could be playing 1 3 5 7 9, line number 5. Where the second half, 7s and 7s. I don't know, what should I do here? I'm going to play 2023, I think, just for the fun of it, even though 1 2 is out. 2 2s are out. We'll see what happens. All right. We do not need to call for East or West because we need flowers and a 2. Okay, there's another flower.
9 dot.
We'll have to see if I can get myself out of this.
1 bam. 4 bam. 1 crack. 9 bam. 9 bam. 5 crack. 9 bam.
We got it! Oh, we need 2 flowers.
Flower. 6 bam.
Darn! So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't imagine we're going to get it. That's a bummer.
6 bam. 4 bam. South. 9 dot. Green. 5 dot. 1 crack.
That's a bummer.
9 crack.
We need 2 flowers. Oh, there's 1. You think we're going to win?
South.
You think somebody's going to throw a flower?
4 bam.
That would be a nice ending tonight if we don't need the West. We already have it.
5 bam. Call. 8 crack.
Oh boy, now Agatha's in the game.
North. Green.
Come on, flower. Oh, bummer. Oh, the flower was over here. Wes was getting ready to get rid of it. Bummer. But that was nice. We kind of went all over the place. We were trying to actually, I shouldn't say we went all over the place. We were trying to play an East and West hand with a run, but it never came together. I actually got rid of a pung of 5s, which makes me very sad. But we ended up getting 2023, which was fun to go for. And we got 1 flower, and the other flower was still out. So we were kind of really safe to be able to call. So our friend Joe won, and he played 3, 4, 5, 6. Great hand. Wes was playing 7, 8, 7, 8, as we had thought, but he could have been playing again in 3 different places, so you really had to watch him. And Agatha was playing consecutive run 1, 2, 3 in cracks, and then 4 dots, and then 5 bams. That is what you call a stepping pattern because it builds. It's 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles, and then 4. So it's like stairs going up. So I hope you can see that I don't look at my card very much. Yes, I do know the card pretty well, but I don't look at it until I'm trying to find a specific hand. I just know each category and what the categories consist of and what I need to collect. I don't look at the card until I'm trying to decide maybe what hand to play. I appreciate you helping me out tonight. Shirley, you were backing me up. I appreciate it. And Ellen, thank you. And thank you all for joining me. Yes, I was very close, Shirley. Close isn't good enough, though. Joe won. Game over. But please try to just breathe into your game and don't fret over, you win some, you lose some. You see, I don't know if we played, 4 or 5 games tonight? I won 1. But every one I was proud of. I was very close to winning. So if you can get that, that's a good game. And in the end, it's really, for me, it's for my mind. I enjoy playing to keeping my mind active. And then when you play with others, it's so nice to socially connect. Mahjong has so much benefits. And for me, I love connecting people together. So thank you for your time this evening. And we'll see you next week. And we'll play some more games and maybe learn some more things. Again, don't miss your Joker swaps because they win games. That's how I won tonight. So have a great evening, everybody. If you need to contact me, please come and copy down my email. It's mahjongclass@yahoo.com. Or if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I have lots of things on there to share. And please subscribe below. I would really appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up. And if you really enjoy these videos, share with your friends. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.